The time value of money is most likely the most important topic in finance. In finance, people lend money, so they give money today and they get it back at some other point, or people borrow money, in which case they receive money today and repay it at a future date. So all this has to do with time value of money. So let me ask you a simple question. Is a dollar today the same as a dollar a year from now? That is, would you give me a dollar today if I promise to give you back a dollar a year from now? And let's assume that you kind of regard me as completely honest and you're very sure I would return the dollar. But still, you'd probably say no, because you could earn interest on the dollar. So when you lend money, you also expect to get back that money plus a little more. And 2 years from now, you would earn more interest on the dollar and also interest on the interest that you earned during the first year. So when you invest money, you not only earn interest on that money invested, but also interest on the interest that has been previously earned. So when you invest money, and let's say you invest a dollar today, and a year from now you get back a dollar into 1 plus R, then R is called the rate of interest. This 1 plus R, the R in the 1 plus R is the rate of interest. Similarly, when you bring money from the future back to the present, for example, you pay $1 divided by 1 plus D for $1 which you will receive in the future. So today's value, say, equals $1 divided by 1 plus D. That D is called the rate of discount. Is the rate of discount. So there are two rates. One is the rate of interest, which is, as you move forward in time, the rate which you receive. And the other is the rate of discount, that is when you bring money back from the future to today. That is called the rate of discount D. And a simple question is, what is the relationship between rate of return and rate of discount? And the answer is they are the same. And why are they the same? Well, when you're moving forward 1 year, you're multiplying by a factor of 1 plus R. So multiplying by a factor of 1 plus R as you move forward 1 year is the same as dividing by 1 plus R when you come back 1 year. It's like you say, what is the exchange rate between Japan and US? Well, to take money from US to Japan, to convert dollars to yen, you multiply by 100. It's approximately, that's what the dollar-yen exchange rate is. So you multiply by 100. And when you want to bring money from Japan to the US, you take the amount in yen and you divide by 100. So the rate of return, which is the rate for moving forward, is the same as the rate of discount, which is the rate for moving back. When you move forward, you multiply by 1 plus R. When you move back, you divide by 1 plus D. And these two numbers should be the same. Now, I should clarify something. Let's say you go to a bank and you say, I want to invest money. So you give them money and you get it back, let's say after a year. And that is moving money forward in time. So they tell you the interest rate they'll give you is maybe 1% on a checking account, 0.5%. And then you say, hey, how about moving money back in time? That means you receive money today and you repay it later. You tell the bank, well, my professor told me that the rate of return and rate of discount should be the same. So if I can invest money at 0.5% with you, then you should allow me to borrow money at 0.5%. And the bank will say, no, that can't happen. And so what's happening, I mean, what is different about that than over here, what I was speaking about? Well, here I was speaking about how you value money at different points in time, how you look at money at different points in time. There, when you're borrowing from the bank or you're investing with the bank, there are other issues, like there are information issues, there are transaction costs, all these other things, and that lead to a divergence between the rate of return which you can receive from the bank and the rate at which they lend you money. This is about how you value money at different points in time, and for you personally, the rate at which you value money moving forward should be the same as the rate at which you value it moving back. So what we have till now is that when you move forward in time, the amount of money increases by 1 plus r every year you move forward. And compound interest, the interest that you earn, will earn interest in further years. And that is how the world works. I mean, interest is money. So if you invest something for a year, and whatever interest you get, the next year, if you want to keep that investment, you should receive money on that interest too. So if every year it increases by a factor of 1 plus r in compound interest, then over n years, it should increase by a factor of 1 plus r to the power n. So if your initial principal is p, then, and the rate of interest is r, and n is the number of period, then after n periods, you're going to have p multiplied by 1 plus r to the power n. Similarly, when you are discounting, every year that you move back, you divide by 1 plus d or 1 plus r, and if you move back n periods, then let's say you take $1 and you move it back n periods, the value of it today, which is called present value, would equal $1 divided by 1 plus r to the power n. So every year moving back, the value decreases by a factor of 1 plus r, and for n years it will decrease by the factor 1 plus r to the power n.